Gatekeepers are a part of our everyday life. They're all around us, whether that be algorithms or admins and moderators online, or people telling you what you can and can't do out in the real world. Now, in the private sphere, that makes a lot of sense. But if you profess to be free speech or a free speech platform, it kind of makes it tough to trust the person who's talking to you. Nyched is different. We got rid of gatekeepers. We don't have them because I don't believe it's ethical to put my bias onto you, to tell you what to believe or control the flow of information to you. In the real world, that's up to you. I believe there needs to be a space online where it's up to you as well. So it creates an environment where we can actually have conversations with one another, trust one another, and also so that we can be free to be creative. Nyched is revolutionary. No one's done this before, focusing on the user experience first, focusing on truly free speech. I don't believe that it's possible to have free speech when there's a question of, hey, am I actually getting the information as it's coming to the platform? Is it actually getting to me? So I removed the barriers and I took away the question marks. Social media platforms think we're too stupid to make decisions on our own, to be critical thinkers, to decide whether or not something is valid or a good argument or not, to choose whether we interact with a certain interest or hobby. We're not their customers. They see us as cattle. They know that we are their product. The more eyeballs they have in their platform, the more money they can make from advertisers. Gatekeepers and algorithms help to keep us there. Recognize daily on the platforms the gatekeepers that are involved in its daily upkeep. These include algorithms and potentially employees at the company turning levers, and also admins of different groups and restricted areas inside of the platforms until we get access to that content. In terms of the algorithm, the programmatic side of gatekeepers, it was designed to go and learn how to keep people in the app for longer. And what it learned is that when it strikes a chord with frustration or anger or sadness, those divisive feelings and emotions are what keeps us engaged in the platform for longer. All for the goal to sell another ad space, to get our eyeballs on one more advertisement so that these platform owners and the platform companies can make more money. Now, don't get me wrong. I would like to make money. That's one of the reasons why I created Nyched. But my focus starts on the opposite side, and it starts with you. I want you to be my customer, not some advertiser somewhere. I want you to have a say so that the environment that we create together is something that you enjoy and you want to use. I want you to have the freedom and the functionality to express yourself in a creative way and the way that you desire to, not the way that my bias dictates. This video is sponsored by Nyched. Nyched is the world's first human interaction platform, and it did something revolutionary. It took all the things that people didn't like about social media platforms and it removed them and created a platform without them. If you'd like to support us, the best way to do that is to go to beta.nyched.com and join the beta. If you can't join the beta, but you'd like to get some cool merch like this Resist the Algorithm beanie or a Resist the Algorithm hat or hoodie or t-shirt or any of the other things that are up there, please go to beta.nyched.com and follow the link to the shop. That would help us out greatly. Also, if you wanted to help us, you could share these videos or share this content and follow us on all the other social media platforms. Social media platforms take these levers and push and pull them at their whim. They get to decide where the information goes to, whether it flows down or whether it gets halted to a stop. We can all think of a time when we posted something and it was only liked by our mom or a close friend. And then when we post something that might be divisive and it's promoted out and you get hundreds of likes or hundreds of views. They do this all while professing that they're free speech platforms. They're controlling the flow of information while they're saying this is a place where you can have free speech, where you can say what you want to, where you can express yourself in a way that you want. I have a bias. You obviously have a bias too, but I don't believe in pushing my bias onto you. I believe in having conversations with people who are not like me so that I can at least understand where they're coming from. As long as gatekeepers are in the mix, we can't have that creative environment where we're able to be in control. Social media platforms want conformity over individuality. And I believe that you can't escape individuality. It's a part of humanity. You can't get away from it. We can't be just these robots walking through the world. At some time, at some point, we all have different opinions. And we've been trained to keep them to ourselves. I believe that society would be a lot better if we had conversations, at least understood where the other person was coming from, and then moved forward to create the best society we can so that people can keep their freedoms intact. Between Nyched and traditional social media platforms is that we remove the gatekeepers. There are no algorithms. There are no admins pulling levers and changing things in behind the scenes. There's no employees at the company that have the power to do that. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how do we know that, Ryan? And you don't know that for sure. I'm open to, in the future, doing coding audits so that an independent company can verify what I'm saying. But that's why I'm out here making videos, talking to you guys, so that you get to know who I am. You get to know my vision and my passion for this project. And hopefully that brings about a trust to know that what I'm saying is true and accurate. This implementation came from years of frustration with social media, without having customizations and things that should be fairly simple to code into these platforms and these apps, to give us the ability to pull the levers ourselves. It really started with my focus on the individual and how I trust the people that I interact with and the people that I talk to at least tell me what they believe and what they want and their interests and their hobbies and their ideas. Social media doesn't believe that. They don't believe that they should trust us. They think that they know better than we do. And I just don't believe that. I believe that individuality and individuals are one of the most important things in this world, and that it's rarely a good thing for top-down dictation to come down to us to tell us what we should believe and to control what we should see and what we should know. Have a free speech platform, all or nearly all of the gatekeepers need to be removed. There can't be people behind the scenes or programs behind the scenes pulling and pushing levers, deciding what we get to see, based on their individual programming or biases. Think for a second, if that's the case, are you truly in control? Do you truly know that the information that you're getting is correct? That it's the fullest picture of what your interests or hobbies are, or what your ideological information flow is? Can you truly say that it's accurate if it's not controlled by you? My goal at Nyched is to put the power back where it belongs, in your hands, so that you can have a completely customized experience and so that you can express your creativity how you see fit, so that you're the one in the driver's seat and so that you are in control. Platforms don't have our best interests at heart. They put barriers in the way of information flowing to us. It's a top-down mentality. It's a quantity over quality mentality. And Nyched is categorically different. Nyched believes in you. Nyched believes that you know what you want to see and believes that you should see it when you want to. I put the power back into your hands by removing algorithms and gatekeepers from the app. It's new, it's revolutionary. No one's ever done this before. No one's ever started with the individual and said, what type of user experience would be best for them? What type of service could a platform provide to each and every individual? This provides an arena where it's completely unique to you. You would not have the same experience on the app that I would have. Nyched incentivizes quality of content and encourages you to get out in the real world to interact with your passions and hobbies. And it puts you in the driver's seat. Nyched is the world's first human interaction platform, and it is totally within your control. To learn more, go to beta.nyched.com. If you like this video, give it a like or comment down below and tell me what you think about this topic. Let me know if you think it's a great idea. Let me know if you think it's a terrible idea. Either way, I want to have a conversation with you. And if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, stay tuned because the next video is coming up right now.